Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. If you like my video, please like and subscribe. Also check me out on Twitch as Floyd Mason. Finish here. Okay, so get a shadow. Got everything good here. So there's a couple things as adult Link I want to grab on my way to water. So I may as well go to Grove Valley because I can check one Skulltula over there, then go down the river and do. Well, even before that, I want to check a lone tree on the way to Grove Valley. So that could be something. But again, you know, only 11. Like, if I was to get one of the Forest songs, that'd be great. I could do. Well, I can't do all of Forest because I have the bow, but I could do a decent chunk. And again, there's a lot of stuff in the courtyard. So I think in water, or doing this route I'm doing now. Did I ever check this tree? Probably not, because I wouldn't have had hookshot, so, or a boomerang. Again, I might double check some things, so apologies if I go in places and I've already been there, but is what it is today. What do you know? Alright, that's a great start. I'll take that. I know I did the one on the other side of the castle. I haven't even checked Lone Tree, I don't think. I did the 3 down near the lake. I think I've done almost everything I can in the forest. Oh, I haven't done his Skulltula in the forest. So that's a possibility. That's something. Good. Really annoying dude. Yeah. Have iron boots now, so let's check Lone Tree. So we get lucky on the first 2 checks of the game. Yeah, just Skulltula, but I still don't know what 50 is, so may as well grab it. Close. Don't think. No, none of the early Skulltulas have been anything other than I got Pharaoh's Wind on 30, I'm pretty sure. It's like nice, but not a necessary item, so it doesn't really make me confident that this be anything. So let's get one now. Hey, sup. Oh, I can go Ice Cavern as well. So if water doesn't work out, I have Ice Cavern. So you know, it's something. It's a couple checks. I had 4 bottles, so I could really rip through it quick if I wanted. Honestly, I'd almost rather go there than water, because like there's so many checks outside of it as well. Now I'm kind of tempted, because I could also do the Skulltulas on the way. I might go Ice Cavern, honestly. Because I get the Skulltula, the 2 Skulltulas on the river on the way. Morning, Dr. Leandro. How are you today? If I get the 2 Skulltulas on the river on the way up, I can then get the Skulltula in there. I can get the one on the bottom. I get the hidden one. Can't recall if I did the fairy. Oh, I must have, yeah. Because I would have had Zelzolva to get up there, so I would have done it. Just finish my book. What were you reading? Ascension. I have not heard of it, but congrats. Finish the book, always a good feeling, usually, unless it really craps out at the end. I am currently trying to decide if I want to go in water, because I'm here, or up to ice, because I can beat ice so quickly. I feel like ice would be better. Like, nothing against water, but, you know, I don't have the long shots. That gets rid of some stuff. Didn't get done this week. Speculator. You mean you had to buckle down, I assume? Now that it's done. I don't know what I'm going to read next. Yes. Oh, that's good. Is it a big trilogy? Like, because like some of those trilogies, like the authors just pump out books. Oh, there's my bow finally. Okay. Okay. So you know what I'm gonna do? Because I have a warped, like I put a Pharaoh's Wind in fire, but like because we're here, might as well dip water. Get a few items. Because like I do have the tunic, got the iron boots, got Zelda's, got 2 keys. But again, I don't have the long shot, and like, well, you can get enough in here with the long shot. It gets a little confusing. What you can and cannot do. I also know that the boss key is nothing, so I'm just going to use my keys to get into here. Boy, do I not want to fight Shadow Link. Trilogy is part of a larger story. We're saying that they're separate. Yeah, I mean, like, if they have, if it's not, like, fully connected with the same author, I assume it'll be, you know, reasonably the same enjoyment level. God damn. Damn you, game. Okay, well, you know, now I know that that water's path to gold, so now I gotta stay. Yeah, I can't remember. I feel like I finished what I was reading. So I guess I have to start, again, obviously doing a bunch of reading for my course stuff soon, but I need a good... So, like, I have another book or two that I was planning on reading, but they're kind of businessy, and so I feel like I might be overloading it. So I'll try to find something else to kind of read and supplement. There's Era 1 and Era 2. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Some of those books, like just the way they're written, it's kind of like I enjoy them, but I need like a break in between them. And just remembering now, the book I just finished was, I read a lot of like mystery novels, so it was kind of like the whole, kind of felt like they're trying to emulate an Agatha Christie type thing. They just go to this English manor where there's been like a disappearance years ago, and like basically as soon as they go there, they find a body of one of them. So one of them was murdered, and it's just trying to figure out who at that party 20 years ago murdered this dude. It's a good book. It's kind of one of those things. It's like you know, they really try to make everyone seem guilty, and then the guilty party was just kind of like a random person, and the reason they did it was, in my opinion, fairly weak. And then they had like the big twist ending at the end, which was pretty stupid. I was like, could have done without the twist. It wasn't necessary. Alright, come on, Darkling. You ever want to target him? Because it just, you don't hit him when you're targeted. That's when he does the jump on your sword and show off moves. Similar. Okay, so that style of book is like where like people are in a secluded area and they start to die, is probably the #1 type of book I read, weirdly enough. And it's based off, like, you know, as far as I'm concerned, the original is like 10 Little Indians by Agatha Christie, where it's like they go to a resort island, they go to an island, and everyone starts to die one by one, but they're the only people on the island. So one of the people is the murderer. And I just love that, like, that type of story where, like, it has to be one of these people. Because then it's not that, like, stupid twist where, like, you know, and even, like, in this book, it was like, oh, it's one of these people. And it was, like, the most random one of them. I mean, you don't know what book we're talking about, but basically it was, like, a group of friends that were there, and somebody killed, like, the stable hand dude, and it turned out to be, like, the cook on behalf of one of them. And it's like she saw, like, the person who owned the house as, like, her son, and so she shot him for, like, upsetting him, and it was like, come on, like, that was, like, weak, very weak. I felt like fine, but you know, one of those like twists just to be a twist. She could reach its motive. Yeah, if they're done right, they're great. Bomb shoes, finally, can do bomb shoe bowling. Yeah, I recently beat the, like, nowadays it's called And Then There Were None, as a more politically correct. I actually, and like this is, I'm pretty sure in the original, or like maybe not the original, but like at some point, I think the book was called like Tendal, very bad word, like even worse than the one said, and it's like, who would put this, like, what do you think? Like, some things from like back, not even that long, like just back 100 years ago, is insane. And it's like, how was this a thing? Oh, I made it. But yeah, if you want a cool game that you should think about playing, there's a game called The Invisible Hours. And basically, it's basically like a movie. Like, you start and you arrive at an island, but you're kind of like a moving camera. So you can move anywhere in the house, you can follow anyone, and you can just forward and rewind time as you see fit. But basically, there's like 5 people on the island, and as soon as you arrive, one of them is murdered. And then so what you could do is, like, there's like 5 acts, and you could follow. You could check like what everyone was doing in the 5 acts, or like what I did was I just followed one character the entire thing. And I got lucky because I kind of picked the characters in order that like none of the mystery was revealed early. Oh, there's the scale. Cool. So unlocked underwater bottle. But it's just kind of like a cool, you know, follow the story murder mystery. And again, you can kind of play it how you want. If you want to follow, like, see what all happens in the first act, you can. If you want to see like somebody's entire events, the entire thing, you can. Yeah, it was really fun. I also did it in VR. It's in VR, so like it felt like you were like there. Like, I was just wandering around watching the story. It's really cool. I don't think I can get out of here, right? It's sure. Yeah. Okay, so I mean, like this is half of what we're gonna do in water already. Let's take a look out of here. Ooh. I have so many so many GDQ videos to catch up with this week as well. Oh boy. Again, last time it was on was when I wasn't working, so I was able to watch a lot more of them. But just with work and like, I mean, you know, obviously I'm gonna watch you or Darth over GDQ. I can watch it later. I got quite a few videos, which is nice. Gives me a backlog of good things to watch. But yeah, it's kind of funny because like the last GDQ was when I decided that I might try and do speedrunning. So like, it feels like I've been doing it for a while now, but like, it's not been that long in the grand scheme of things. And it's crazy because like, you know, you look at yourself, and you're like, man, I wish I could like get a really good time in this game stuff. And you hear people talk about it. They've been playing the game for like 6-7 years. And it's just like, yeah, I'm expecting too much of myself to just be suddenly good at a game. It's like these people put in the time. And alright, we can go farther in shadow. I probably should have set a warp there and didn't. Because I was like, why would I ever come back to shadow? I mean, that only opens up, what, four or five checks? Because I can't get the Skultzla. Near the boat. So it's whatever the boat items are. It feels kind of nice. First, like, weekend in a while, I don't really have, like, school stuff. Kind of do what I want. So I beat Batman the other day, which is good. Yeah, I'll probably do, like, a little work. I gotta start doing some stuff just to start getting back into it. You know, but it'll be, like, printing off notes, doing some, like, reading. I'm not gonna do any cases for at least 2 weeks, probably. Oh, no. Yeah, I got a bunch of games I gotta beat. Yeah, Discom was a cool one. You know, I feel like with those games, I go in like spurts of wanting to play them, because they can be. This can't get here because I don't have flow shot. They can be a lot of fun, but it's just like the open worldness of it all. Because like I kind of want to play. Like we have a PS5 and I barely played it all. I played a little, like maybe 3 hours of Resident Evil Village, which I want to get back into. But like we also have the new Assassin's Creed. My girlfriend just beat it. I think it took her like 120, 130 hours. So as much as I want to get into it, it's just like, oh my god, like the game is so long. I feel like I'm close to the end. How long? Yeah, I mean, like that's how long it took me to beat. Like Origins was a bit faster, but I didn't really do everything. Origins was a bit more empty, which at the time it's kind of like, oh man, you know, like some of this desert area is pretty barren. But then after doing Odyssey, like my god, like we were kind of talking about it. It's just like, you know, the big like the big game companies are talking about how how long it takes to make a game, and like how the ship is broken, and like all this and that. And it's just like people don't need, you know, oh man, Gerudo membership. Oh boy, that changes things. Do you want to go do Gerudo first? But yeah, like, you know, they're always talking about like, oh, like, the game takes forever, it's so expensive, and you know, and they want to up the price of games. It's just like people don't need this long of like, I don't want to pay, you know, $100 for a game, and then you'd be like, oh well, like the main story will take you 140 hours, so it's worth it. And it's like, yeah, I don't need 140 hours of it. Like, you know, I'm totally happy with like a 60-hour game. You know, at that point it starts to get repetitive, and you're just kind of like, okay, let's go. Yeah, exactly. You know, like throw in the extra, but like I think Odyssey, I've played for 140 hours, something like that, and you know, like I think the main story not too like you know, but like there's islands I haven't even been to yet, and then like I did get the DLC, which added a ton of time to it. Um, it's just like this is a lot. Like it's nice and all, but like it doesn't need to be this long. My worry is that like the big companies, like that's gonna be their games. They all have to be like 100 hours, but then they're gonna start charging more, and they're gonna ship more broken. They want to. Yeah, and like you know, I think back to games like Skyrim, where I put like a ton of time in, and you can get through the main story of that, not too much time. And it's the same with Odyssey. Like the main story was probably 60 hours, you know, but at the same time, like you have to level up to be able to go there, so like it does start to add up. So because I got the Gerudo membership, we are going to Gerudo first. Just because I'm pretty sure that I had a hint that Gerudo Fortress is Path of Gold, so something outside of it should be either we'll get some Triforce pieces or a good item. Oh, I can actually get this one too. So rarely do I get the item in this one, and it's usually because you don't really get Din's Fire that often. But you need Hammer, you need Din's Fire, you need Magic, you need which one is it? The cow. Need what you call it? Hook shot. And it's nothing. Of course. Well, let's see if the hint's in. Yeah, calm down. 40 golds. Oh. Yeah, we did the fight here. It wasn't anything. So we get the chest on top. We'll get the skull slab. We will do archery. We'll get the one on the back target. And then we'll go in and go to Fortress. I'm kind of hoping to get like the Forest Song or Song of Storms. Obviously, plus you know, Triforce piece or two. I'd like to not go to Spirit today. The Spirit too much. It was nice to get to do Shadow for a change. Forest is always good. I never mind doing Forest. Already did most of Fire. Which, mostly indifferent on, it's fine. May as well go get this one first. It's been a pretty good run. I mean, like, it definitely had a decent start, and then hit that lull early. But I can't imagine now that, like, I have so many places I can still go. Like, there's still a couple checks in water. You know, I could go a little deeper in Shadow. I could do Ice Cavern. I could do Gerudo. I can now get to Spirit if I wanted. So I can cross the desert. So that's something I got to consider too as well. If I want to go to Spirit after this, I think I have to. Like, there's just too many checks there over, you know, even going to Ice, and I'm already out here, so I'll probably do that. Not the funnest. Again, it'd be nice to have a run without Spirit, and especially if I have to run through the Haunted Wasteland, but I have one key, which is enough to at least, like, get in, you know, and I have double strength, so. Plus what I can get both Sculptulas. I could get I can get like everything outside except the heart piece. So it's like 5 checks. Well, we can go deeper in Fire. Not there's much left there, but I think that unlocks everything now. If you don't have to go to the stairs, which I don't, 6 keys is enough to fully clear Fire, especially because I have the hover boots and I have Song of Time. So. That's a good one. Oh, another key for GTG. Perfect timing. I remember the guy thing here. I swear it said. Yeah. Yeah. I wish you could put more in. You can only use 5. And then, like, you can put one on for bits. So I put some on for bits, made them free, but I don't know where to even. Like, I don't think I can see them. Like, at least in Streamlabs, you can't use the bit ones, I don't think. So. But I have a lot of fun with them. Yeah, I don't either. I'll figure it out sometime. You know, like maybe this afternoon I start making like doing some Streamlabs stuff. Again, I might like make the screen a little smaller, but put like little boxes around everything. Make set ones for the NES and that, so I just have to click between them. Cause like yeah, right now it's just like so many. I have so many sources that sometimes gets confusing. But at least the mic problem is mostly fixed for now. And like, I'm not too concerned with my video. You know, I don't think even like with my desk, especially because I still use it for work as well, it would make a lot of sense to get a better camera. I don't really see the need. Another key for here. Sweet. And yeah, this mic's good enough. Like maybe at some point I'll upgrade one, but I don't see that happening for a while now. So I'm pretty happy with this one. We get most of GTG here. Oh, there's okay. Okay. So I mean that opens up finishing off Jabu, but also makes bottom of the well really good now. If I find Songstorms, it is. Oh, I didn't realize I had Slingshot. I forgot I did. So I could go beat Deku as well. So again, this run is, I basically have everything. You know, some missing some keys, but I won't need all the keys. So in theory, this is just like a guess of like where to go first now. If I guess right, I could be done in like half hour. If I guess wrong, it'll probably take me, you know, tops. I would say tops 6 hours on this run. Because it'll be the thing, right? Like if I run out to Spirit and there's nothing there, then I've wasted like half an hour. But at the same time, if I go and that's where I wanted to go, then I've saved like half an hour. Okay, let me check what 50 Skulls is. And then, like I said, like I'm gonna do something after. Not entirely sure what yet. You know, as I said, like I kind of want to do a little more Rescue Rangers at some point soon, just because it's kind of fresh. But I need to practice. I was trying to do a little lot, like when was that, like 2-3 days ago, and I was doing terrible. Boy, am I not good at video games. But just like doing the quick, like watching some of the top Rescue Ranger guys, they're so quick at like going through platforms and picking up blocks. And I'm just not. I'm not very good at it. And my computer's a little, or my controller's like a knockoff one, so it's a little loose. You know, it's not the same as playing on a real NES. Terrible. Well, I mean, like I've been practicing now, so over the past couple of months, I've got to a point of being not good. I'm not bad, but you know, I think I'd like to hit 13 minutes in it soon, and then do a little practice, and maybe get to 12. I think 12 is a reasonable goal for myself in that game. Like, is the thing, you have to look at a game and go, how good do I think I can do at this game with how I play? And then B, how much time do I want to put into it to get to the next level? Because I could play Rescue Rangers every day. I could play every day, I could practice the crap out of it, and I could probably, if I really, really tried, get down to like 10 and a half. I think. But like, I don't want to play just Rescue Rangers every day. Games. Yeah, I mean the problem is like you don't play a lot of old games, so you either have to play like a new one that's kind of broken and you glitch through it, or do a long speed run. Like I like running NES because like I don't really want to run a game that's going to take me over an hour. Like I just don't have the patience for it. You know, like even so, like last night I was watching the Bond one, like the all tokens run, which is awesome. And the guy's been playing it for like 6 years, but it's just like it's in like an hour of memorizing, and like if you miss one item, like that's basically it. You know, I got to that point in Felix where it's kind of like, oh, if I make a mistake, I'm not gonna beat my time, so you gotta restart. But when you start a game, you kind of want to be like, oh, I can miss things and still be in the ballpark. You know, it cost me like 20 seconds. Which is like crazy to me. Like, again, usually then it's like broken. Like somebody's found a way to skip right to the end, which to me is just not like I like watching some of those. Like I would like watching the Ocarina of Time speed run where they kind of break it and get right to the end. But like I have no interest in learning that. Like it's interesting to me from a technical standpoint and how people manage to put together pieces and figure that out. But like I don't see any enjoyment in running it. Oh, I'm thinking of at some point doing a speed run in Bubble, where I was watching the top guy, and basically there's like that whole part underwater where like you need to kind of float and not and like he leaves his save point so far away so that he can warp back up there once he gets the item he needs. And it's just like how many times did it take you going through that bottom part? Because like it's so tight and like I think I died in mine like at least 6-7 times. Um, so GGG is being pretty crap right now. Gotta say. I mean, getting that boomerang was nice, but it makes me think that like I don't need it because it's been the only thing. Yeah, I have such a list of like games I want to run and speedrun, and again, some I'm gonna put like care into, like I did with Felix, and some I'm gonna put like a run in, and that'll probably be enough for a while. Especially games I didn't really play as a kid, but I find cool now. I don't care if I'm like super high top 10 kind of deal. And games where it's like super competitive, like Rescue Rangers, I played a lot as a kid. I love it, and I would love to get in like the top 100. But it's such a tight game that like I don't know. So right now I'd be happy being in the. Oh, there we go. Finally, peace. Um, I'd be happy getting into say the top 200. I think would be a good accomplishment. But yeah, I have a back. Like I'd like to try and run something like Fire and Ice, which will take time. It won't be hard in the sense that like the levels are always the same. Okay, so I can fully beat water if I get a long shot. Because again, I know I'm not gonna do toilet. I don't care. If it's something good, so be it. I just hate it. I just hate toilet. Ugh, but as I say that, like I have to do it. Because what if it's my forest song? I just want to go forest. I think any game I find that's similar in style to like Felix, I will likely at least attempt to get something on the board. Whether it's now, whether it's in a year. So things like monsters in my pocket, I definitely will. For that one I just need to learn how to beat the sewer boss really and the final boss. And I get a time on. But again, I never played as a kid, so getting a like amazing time is not important to me. Like, getting top 10 in that game, don't really care. I just want to be like in the grouping. So I also just don't have the time. I mean, a lot of the really good speedrunners, they've kind of built up the ability that like they can kind of do that for their income and job, so they can do it all the time and focus on it. And then there's just other ones who haven't, but like they're so committed to it, and I just don't have that level of commitment. I think it's really impressive that they do, but there's just other games I want to play. I can't play the same game 100 times in a row. What other games? At some point, I'm gonna do. Like, I'm definitely gonna do the Flintstones one. Monsters in my Pocket, as I said. I'd like to do a full playthrough of Widget and try that, see how it works. So it was a pretty interesting game when I played it on my drinking stream. I'm trying to use the Cheez-It strats, and they're working okay for once. Just got one left. Okay, nail them, guys. See if I can get that last one. Cheese and... Oh, so close. I wish I was better just doing this. Oh, I was gonna say, I was like right inside it. There's also, which I'm gonna do soon, there's like 2 or 3 more Dizzy games. Like, I'd love to play my favorite, the original one on the NES that they had. Like, kind of the only one that really mainstream made it. But it's so long. It's so, of course. It's so long and it's so easy to die that, like, I don't know. But the other 2 Dizzy games, I don't think are even on the board, so I kind of want to play them soon. And, like, I could have a couple world records in just Dizzy games. Oh, here's my other wallet. Okay. That unlocks the golden scale. I don't think there's really anything else wallet locked anymore. Okay. So I think right now I'm going to pass. I'm going to Spirit. Nice arrows. Classic. I really shouldn't though. I'm all the way out here. Should just suck it up, go to Spirit. I can drop my Pharaoh's Wind and have it be the place. Because, like, I'm thinking in my head, like, oh, I can just go to Ice Cavern. It's like, is Ice Cavern really that much better? Ice is nice. Man, yeah. Man, I gotta go Spirit. It would be so dumb not to. I'm just worried, you know, and, like, it's honestly not that hard to get out there. Yeah, it's die. Look at it. But yeah, all of this, and there's been 1 Triforce piece, maybe 2? No. 1 Triforce piece, boomerang. Whoop-dee-doo. Go to archery, quick. Okay, so archery, Spirit, Ice. Thanks for watching. Please click to check out my other videos, like and subscribe, and come by Twitch under Floyd Mason to join my live streams.